I really don't want to. Okay, welcome back. This is Neopari, and I'm kind of pissed off at the moment because, well, during my during this recording session, pretty much I had painstakingly went through this level and had a crap ton of problems going through it. Had a crap ton. Well, it was derp, but that's assuming if you're still watching this series, that's probably the thing you are interested in. So enjoy. But the problem there is that while recording the commentary, well, my as soon as I finished recording, I hit stop on my audio recording, and the moment I hit stop, it froze and then it crashed. And when I turned it back on, it had lost all the audio commentary I had made. So at that point, I was faced with one of two options. Either option A, I could either go back and you know re-record everything, which I really didn't want to do because, well, it really seems like a hassle. Or B, I could just go ahead and do a post commentary, which I'm gonna do. So without further ado, I want to start the episode. Alright, so pretty much what I decided to do in this the very beginning is I think, hold up, it's really weird. It's first of all, it's kind of weird playing through watching myself do something like that I just did like 15 minutes ago. But yeah, it seemed like the first thing I did was I went in to the bonus games and tried to get some extra lives. Now, well, since this is all post commentary, I'm not gonna do good. I'm not really good at doing post commentary because I really suck at it. So instead, I'll just for the next few minutes or so, I'll just talk about stuff that's going on. That's either currently going on or stuff from the past that might be somewhat amusing. So anyway, one of the things I think I'll talk about is one of my friends. He's kind of derpish, more so than I am. The reason why I'm derp at this game is, well, the reason I'm so derp is because I haven't played in forever, and I'm not used to how old platforming games work. But but that's the thing. But if you gave me like a brand new game like Donkey Kong Country Returns, I'll probably be fine. Go throughout the entire game. But it's just this it's just how old platformers work. It's kind of weird. Some of the angles are kind of hard to get into. Traps are so damn easy to fall into, and it's pretty much. But this friend of mine, he sucks at games in general. And I say that as just when I got bitten by the thing. But anyway, so by the way, if you know something in a lot of pauses, it's because I'm drinking water while talking. Well, not drinking that while I'm talking, that'd be stupid, but I'm not a turkey. So he just sucks at gaming in general. He's pretty much one of those guys who's like, let's just play. I'm just going ahead and buy like a shooter game, first-person shooter game because, well, see, I have nothing against first-person shooters. I play Halo. I play a little bit of Call of Duty. I have personally, I play Half-Life. I have nothing against first-person shooter games. They're fun. It's just that they kind of get old after a while because how many times can you just shoot something? Ooh, I pick up a gun and I shoot. now it's kind of boring. Nowadays, like the only time it's remotely fun for me now is if if the campaign is good and and it's multiplayer. So I'm going through with a couple of friends and we're just kind of shitting around. That's the only time it's fun for me now. But he just sucks. Like a while back, he bought I don't know why he did this, but he bought oh yes I do. I know why. He bought Odyssey to the West, which is a modernization of Journey to the West, a legend, a Chinese legend, a big legend that I grew up with. But he started playing through it. He bought it and started playing through it one day, and he sucked at it. Literally, he spent like half an hour on the first level. And by the way, mind you, the first level is basically a tutorial level. And he literally, I was just sitting there watching him, and eventually, after a certain point, our other friends came over to hang out, and they were sitting there watching him too. And by the way, we're all gamers, all of us. Some of us prefer shooter games. One of my friends, he's really good at shooter games. He's the best shooter among us, among our friends. Me probably being a second, probably tied for second with another friend, but that's pretty much it. So we're watching him. It's like a 3D platformer, kinda. 3D platforming hack and slash. So it was pretty amusing watching him. Well, at first it was kind of amusing watching him, stumble around trying to figure out what to do. And then after a certain point, you kind of got a headache from watching him because it's more in the lines of, at least when I'm playing this, I know what to do. I figure out where to go. Like within an episode, I can figure out what to do. With the exception of the last episode, but actually not any exception. In the last episode, I knew what to do. It's just that I was just sucking getting there. But with him, he's like there's only one direction to go. Literally, there's one part of the game where it's like you only go one way, and he got lost. Like, literally, the game doesn't give you an option of where else to go. It tells you, like, you have to go this way. And he somehow got lost going that way. Oh well. But no. It's really sad. Well, the thing is, he's also that type of guy who blames everything on lack of sleep. It's not the lack of sleep. Maybe at first, maybe for like a few years ago it was, but not now. Well, the thing is with lack of sleep, the problem with by the way, anybody who can tell you that if anybody's ever complained to you like, oh, I'm not, I can't, if they come up to you complaining that, oh, they're not being themselves, or they can't perform at their best because of lack of sleep, that's normal assumption is it's because that person has a normal sleep schedule. Normal as relative to everybody else. Go to sleep around like 10 or something. Wake up around 6 or 5. Preferably 7. I don't know. Wake up early. Wake up relatively early so they can go to work and whatnot. Maybe. But not this guy. This guy is the type of guy, he'll stay up all night. He'll, watch stuff. He'll watch anime and all that. He will, stay awake when he's supposed to be asleep. It's really stupid. So, he'll pretty much just go through and start, So he'll pretty much, he'll blame it on lack of sleep, which I can vouch. and I'm pretty sure a few people out there who can also agree, who might agree with me, and if you don't, that's your opinion. But lack of the argument of lack of sleep doesn't apply after a certain point. Like yeah, like if you haven't slept in like let's say like for a month or two, you haven't had like a regular sleep schedule. Yeah, that'd be a valid argument there. That'd be a regular argument right there. But that's not it. This guy has like he's been complaining about lack of sleep for like ever since I've known him, which is about like 4 years now ish. So it's and speaking from personal experience, like I've had there's been like summers when I was in high school where I literally did not sleep. Literally, me and this like friend of mine, we would stay up all night, like literally like all night, and still be awake in the morning. We're both tired. We're tired of shit at first, but after a certain point, it was just not that anymore. So the lack of sleep, but after a certain point, we kind of adapted to the lack of sleep, meaning after a certain point, this you falling asleep, like not just falling asleep, you needing complaining about lack of sleep, that argument is no longer valid. That you need to shut up right then and there. But ultimately, yeah, that's his main complaint. Like he never gets like. By the way, he's a FedEx worker, so yeah, that might explain other things. But at the same time, it's like, why? Top of that, he has like so much health problems that I know. It sounds like I'm dogging on him. That's because I am, and he deserves it. I'm not trying to say this to be mean or anything. I'm just saying it because like this is who he is. I will tell the truth about him. I will have the courtesy of telling somebody to their face like, "Oh, you have problems, and this is how I see that you have a problem, and you probably need to do something about it." And I'm not the only one among our friends that talk shit about him. Everybody else talks shit about him all the time, and he's an idiot. But the thing is, well, I would feel sorry for him if not if not for the fact that he's actually very proud of his failures. And I don't mean like oh, he owns his failures. Like no, he makes up for his fail. If he like makes mistakes, he will correct the mistakes. No, that's not what he does. What he does is, let's say like he almost gets into a car crash, like almost, or let's say he does get into a car crash for help. He gets into a car crash, and then like the next time we see him, he will like say like, "Oh, I got into a car crash," and everybody will be like, "Oh, like did you get hurt?" Like, nah, dude. Like, but then he'll start going on, saying like how awesome it was that he was in the car. At that point, I'm already I'm gone because it's really that much head because he doesn't think like a normal person does. If he gets into a car crash, he will not care. And honestly, it's kind of hard to be nice to somebody who doesn't really give a damn about their own safety or I'm trying we can be this sit there trying to look out for him, but anyways, I'm running low on time. I didn't mean to rant about him the entire episode, but like I said, I hate doing post commentary, and well, there you go. Well, that looks well. I timed it kind of right. Like I won't have like a minute left, so later. Also, just to say, if you like this series so far, please like and subscribe and tell your friends about it because the more people watch, honestly, I'm thinking about carrying on to like other stuff, but oh well. Laters.